What's the absolute worst guest you've ever had stay with you, and what did they do? My cousin, bless his chaotic heart, came to stay for a weekend. He was supposed to be helping me move a couch. Instead, he spent 3 hours meticulously cleaning my fridge with bleach. He claimed it was a proactive pest control measure. The entire kitchen reeked for weeks. My milk tasted faintly of pine sol. He asked if I wanted him to do the oven next. I said no, very firmly. My brother's friend, a guy I'd never met, crashed at my place for a week. On day 4, I found him using my good Egyptian cotton towels to clean his greasy motorcycle chain in the bathroom. He left them balled up in the tub, a sticky, black mess. When I asked him about it, he just shrugged and said, "They look clean enough." My landlord still brings it up. My ex's sister was between apartments and stayed for a month. She had a habit of leaving voicemails on my personal phone from her own room at 3 a.m., detailing her very vivid dreams about aliens. Not just a quick hey, but a full-blown narrative. It was like a B-movie soundtrack playing in my sleep. One night, she dreamt I was a sentient toaster. That was the last straw. My aunt, a notoriously light sleeper, decided to visit. The problem? My apartment building has a very enthusiastic nightlife. On the second night, around 2 a.m., she marched into my room, wide awake, and declared, "I cannot abide this incessant jiggling of the foundations." Turns out, the downstairs bar has a resident DJ who specializes in dubstep. She slept in her car after that. A guy I knew from college showed up unannounced, claiming train trouble. He stayed for 2 days. On day 1, he ate my entire supply of artisanal cheese. On day 2, I discovered he'd been using my vintage vinyl records as coasters for his beer cans. He asked if I had any more cheese before he left. I pointed him towards the door. My friend's girlfriend stayed over, and she was particular. She insisted on showering only in ionized mountain spring water. So, she'd boil water, let it cool, and then pour it over her head with a colander. She did this 3 times a day. The steam was unbearable, and my electricity bill went through the roof. She complimented my rustic charm. My dad's college roommate, a man I'd only seen in embarrassing photos, came for a visit. He spent the entire time rummaging through my drawers and closets, looking for old photographs he claimed were mine. He kept holding up pictures of me as a toddler and asking if I remembered that fateful picnic. I finally asked him to leave when he tried to reminisce over my underwear drawer. My sister's boyfriend, a true creature of comfort, came to stay. He unpacked his laptop, plugged it into every available outlet, and proceeded to binge-watch Netflix for 72 hours straight. He ate cereal straight from the box, used my towels as bibs, and never once left the couch. He asked for the Wi-Fi password in a voice that sounded like it hadn't been used in days. I think he forgot how to stand. My old college roommate's cousin, who I'd met once briefly, asked to crash for a few nights while in town for a job interview. He stayed 3 weeks, ate me out of house and home, and spent his days playing video games with the volume on blast. The job interview turned out to be a ramen tasting marathon. My girlfriend's best friend needed a place to stay after a breakup. Seemed fine until I discovered she'd been secretly rearranging my entire kitchen. Spices alphabetized, mugs facing out at exact 45-degree angles, my neatly stacked Tupperware now in a chaotic pyramid. She said it calmed her anxiety. My anxiety level was at an all-time high. A distant acquaintance, just passing through, announced he'd be staying for a week. This guy's version of passing through involved leaving a trail of dirty socks, never contributing to chores, and hosting late-night gatherings that sounded suspiciously like a herd of wildebeest. The only thing he passed through was the bottom of my fridge. My dad's business partner's daughter needed to get away for a bit. She was an aspiring influencer who documented everything. Every meal, every moment of quiet contemplation, and especially every time she borrowed my expensive shampoo. My private life became her content. I finally told her my apartment had a strict no-filter policy.